every strategist, like I just followed blindly with the academically and the notes and the mocks. It's almost six notebooks have been finished me with the mock test. I used to work
Oh,
from 3 in the morning to the 5 in the evening. Later on, I'm taking a 1 hour break, and later on, I used to study for up to 10 to 11 o'clock
he's an
in
Indian
the night.
pharmacist. So as you know, in
Uh,
India, we do not have much, the awareness or the knowledge, okay, you have to do this exam and you can get the PR and job, this and that. So that's why everyone is. So hi everyone, welcome to you all in my another video. And today with us, Rajesh Shekhar. So basically, आज as you know, today is the first day. आज जो result आया था CAPS का, and Rajesh Shekhar, one of the candidates from Academically, and he passed his exam. He struggled a lot. I know him personally, because he came when get the admission in academically with his brother. So कुछ documents में problem था तो थोड़ा सा time लग गया, for the skill assessment documentation verification. But finally he passed the exam, so he's very very happy, and he just came to see me in my office. He also brings some gift for me, and thank you so much, Raishikar.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. So Raishikar basically a pharmacist from India, Telangana. He did Bachelor of Pharmacy there, and he came in Sydney basically doing a master degree in public health. So as you know, in public health, there is no PR and no job. So you have to basically clear the exam. So he's, I can say, very, very lucky guy, because when he just came from India to Australia and he just meet me and he just start preparation and finally he passed the exam, right? Otherwise, so many people I know personally, they are struggling 8 years, 10 years, they are doing odd jobs, they are not working in their own field. Today we will talk to the Rajshekar about his journey, how he passed his exam, how many hours he was doing preparation, how he manages time, because he's doing a full-time study and job also he's doing, and simultaneously he's preparing himself for the CAP. Hi Rajshekar, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So today, how is your feeling basically? You passed the CAP.
My happiness has no limits, sir, today. Actually, it is a dream of 3 years
Hmm.
where I didn't get any clue how to pass the exam. Once I reached you very personally,
Hmm.
then I came to know like how we can pass the exam, what's the future for the pharmacist here. So there is no other path for the pharmacist
Yes.
here to get the into the PR and have a good life here. So after having a CAPS exam and after having a talk with you, I got many like confidence. Later on, everything later how I went through.
Yes. So Raj Shekhar basically, he's an Indian pharmacist. So as you know, in India, we do not have much, the awareness or the knowledge, okay, you have to do this exam and you can get the PR and job, this and that. So that's why everyone is struggling there. Myself also was that one guy. I came here, it takes me around 8 years to be in Australia because I don't know, but once I know, then I start basically, to guide others. So easily you can pass the exam and you can become a pharmacist here. So Raishikar, if you can just give me your strategies, like, about this exam, how many hours you study, and regarding our content and academically, if you want to say something about us.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, when I started my preparation, I have a small problem with my name with an initial. Then
Yeah.
I consulted you and you told me that you have to correct it within India. So I take almost 6 to 7 months of time for me to correct my name, and they asked me to come to India. So I went back to India for 1 month and I corrected my name and I came back. So when after coming back with my certificate, I got my skill assessment. Then I have only limited time, almost 2 months to 3 months of time. But I definitely, I'm really need that exam sure for my future. So I'm paying a lot of money and for the MBA for my masters, and so later on, when I got my assessment, I started my preparation. But I also working in the like in Australia, and my work is like full time. When we got full time, and I used to work from 3 in the morning to the 5 in the evening. Later on, I'm taking a 1 hour break, and later on, I used to study for up to 10 to 11 o'clock in the night. After that, I hardly I have prepared for 1.5 month, like 1.5 month, and every strategist, like you say, I just followed blindly with the academically and the notes and the mocks. It's almost six notebooks have been finished me with the mock test and
Okay.
every structures. And later on, like I got like confident enough to give an exam. When I'm giving the exam, yeah, I got a one only one thing when you said me when I'm joining that you can ready, you can get almost 40 to 50% from academic, and then the rest of the part, the luck will play out, you know. And I got 40 to 60% from these things, and later on, everything is like with my own knowledge. I just went through that.
So I always said the CAPS exam is not really tough because you just need to score 50%. And in that, if you can correct 35 questions out of 100, you will definitely pass the exam because the rest of the 65 questions, if you just, guess, definitely you can correct more than 15 questions. Okay. So पासिंग इज नॉट ए प्रॉब्लम इन कैप्स, तो सेम जो है रेडी नहीं बताया कि उन्होंने भी सेम स्ट्रेटेजीज जो है अपलोड किया। और बिकॉज he is doing full time MBA and doing job also, really very hard in Australia because you have to pay the fees for your in the college, also yourself, you are living here, and to manage, and apart from this, to get the time for study is really very hard. So I always said, if you are in India, so definitely you can clear the exam and come to Australia. If you are in Australia, you have to struggle a lot because time management. But he is really a very hardworking man because full time job and full time study is still in a late evening, late night. He is studying and pass his exam. So ready, I can say how many hours because you study like
Yeah.
1.5 month class,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how many hours you are studying? Like 4 hours, 5 hours per day?
Probably during when I'm doing the job, I done around 4 to 5 hours every day in the
Hmm.
night, like from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Sometimes it maybe go to 11 o'clock,
Hmm.
and later on I take 2 weeks of break, and I gave full time. Like I gave around 15 to 16 hours because I know how people are going through pressures in Australia.
Ah.
Many struggles about like education fees and everything. So
Yes.
I gave that things. And
So today he's already passed the exam. Now he already have basically score in English as well. So he's going to file basically his UI very soon. Ready, what do you want to say? Those are watching us and they want to write this CAPS exam, want to become a pharmacist in Australia. So any advice from your side?
yeah, I have like the little strategies because when I have a little time, it worked for me actually.
Hmm.
I just made the things to sort it into both sides, like paper one, paper two. In that I did like the problems and the organic structures. I made it at the last.
Hmm.
And I grasped everything. Like first I started with the classification. I taken a 1 week to have everything in my tongue, like everything. And then
Memorize.
later after classification, I went to the mechanisms. After mechanisms, I went to every theory part, which is very easy to grasp, and I had some in my pocket. Later on, I went to the problems and as well as structures. That's how I went into that. I have played with that strategy. And and when and also I went many things like during academic. When come to the academic, I always know, like you have already segregated everything, like even the codes for every drug and everything, which basically everything which the for APSC, like Australian pharmacy plays with the that items. You made it very easy. So that is the thing.
Okay, so Rajshekar, basically you are, so at what time you are, I mean, because you are not attending the live classes because you are working, you do not have
Yeah.
time. So you was only dependent on like recorded sessions or study material only.
Actually, I went to the recordings briefly at the start, like keeping it 1.5 and everything briefly, and then later on I went to the through whole handbooks, each
Okay,
and every line.
so you make your own notes, right?
Own notes, yeah, own notes, and then we comparing the things, anything which the lectures have given, and as well as handbook. When we are collaborating everything, you will get some type of knowledge which you can apply in the exam.
In the
So
exam.
you have to go through that classes.
So basically, sometimes you will not get the exact questions,
Yes.
but if you study the basics, 100% you can pass because the question will be coming from that part only. For example, any topic like CBS or respiratory or whatever, So the questions are वहीं से ही आना है. I mean, they can play, they can change the structure, sometimes the mechanism of action, maybe side effect, this and that, But they will ask from around that. So if you
Yes.
study, your basics are clear, definitely you can clear this exam your first attempt.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Anything else you want to say?
I just prefer the people who are in India. Uh, I think better you give an exam there and later on come here because you have to pay a lot of fees. You have to struggle a lot for a job as well
Hmm.
there. So it's not easy, we are seeing a luxury life, but it is not easy to handle everything here. So I think I am, when you got a thing already, we had a like very good lectures in our hands. We make use of their things, and just make use of that thing. And just I preferably say what academically has strategies, just follow that, and as well as keep strategies yourself, like according to your capabilities, so you can make it exam very easily. After making that, you can save a lot of money and lot of time, and you can directly get the PR. Many of the people are struggling here from 10 years to get a PR, but even in our medical field, we we are getting very easily the PR, because they need very skilled persons for their health, public health here.
We are healthcare professionals
Yeah.
in the high demand in Australia, so you can get PR in very very short time.
Yes.
So they are given the first preference basically for healthcare professionals, including the pharmacists. So if you can pass the exam, definitely you will get the visa and come to Australia to make your dream come true. Thank you
Yes.
so much,
Thank you,
Rajshekar.
sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.